Okay, shalom shalom. So I would like to share with you about the karon nga very controversial topic nga those who are not really kanang naghatag importansya sa atong nagbigay ng importansya sa buhay natin, our life. Minsan tayo we are so hindi tayo kung sa Bisaya pa wa ta nagpakabana ba kay what most important atong tagag priority is always eating, but we forgot na kalimtan na nato, we forgot, nalimutan na natin na mayroon tayong responsibility sa ating body. The body is very important kasi this physical body is flowed or circulated by the life in the flesh is in the blood. So ang blood is the most important natin. Saan ba galing mga sakit? It is pag ang blood natin hindi na healthy, yan ang problema. Yan, depektado na talaga ang tao, and that is what nag-distribute og kanang kuan nourishment in all our body organs and our especially also talan in our whole body, that our body can really kanang works in the well function and harmonized of the whole life we have. So tayo naglakad tayo sa mundong ito, ang sa atin lang we are so look at what is for external, not for internal, because in the internal, which is the important, is the blood. Because ang blood is buhay. It is written in Leviticus 17, for the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon altar to make an atonement for your souls. For it is blood that make an atonement for the soul. So, how is this blood related to the work of Mashiach, the work of Messiah? This blood, what he has said in the Brit Hadashah or in the New Testament, why is it very important, the blood? So now, start with us, tayo, in our well-being, simula sa ating pagkabata, yun, as we grow, or we nourish with all what we eat, you see? So, hindi natin, we don't look at, we just run in life to eat, and we don't, mayroong mga simplicity na food na nandyan lang sa surrounding natin, which is the creation of God, which is around us, na pwede natin kainin without any very high, in the high, presyo, sa mataas na presyo na bilihin mo. You can plant. This is the purpose. It is written in the beginning that like Adam has to till the ground to nourish himself. So this is the physicality in the human being, because Adam is our great father from this world of Asaya. This is the world of Asaya. This is the world, the earth we live in is the world of where Adam fell from the Garden of Eden. So that's another story. So we are talking about blood. So since blood is very important sa atin, so I would like to share with you that blood is nga dapat natin, number one, dapat natin pagbigyan ng pansin, supposed to be. Kasi ang nangyari ngayon sa buhay natin, ang binigyan natin ng pansin ay yung lang taste natin. Yung taste natin lang, kain ng kain, mukbang ng mukbang. So after that, it is a gluttony and it is not good for the health, because ayan, dito ang taste, dito lang yan Pero pagdating sa inside, and wala na. Doon siya mag-receive kung yung kinakain natin, yung mga intakes natin are really healthy ba yun para sa kanya. Kasi ngayon ang nangyari is in the supermarket you can see all what been offered in the supermarket, buy all this soda, our drinks is soda. So you know what, honestly, I will not excuse myself that it happens because all what we're in the intake, sometimes we are most of the time is sometimes na attraction yung mga fleshy desire, or may the lust of the eyes, the lust of the flesh ang inaano natin. So yung mga sugar, number one, yung mga sugar natin na makikita mo sa supermarket, yung mga sarap na pagkain, yun hindi na natin iniimbestiga kung anong nasa ilalim ng what it contains on the food. Yan ang problema natin, kasi yun lang, kain ng kain, dito taste masarap, di ba? Nakalimutan na natin na dapat nating bigyang pansin ay yung blood natin, na siya ay maging healthy siya, na kasi yan ang naghatag bigay ng buhay, as it is written in the Torah, in the book of Leviticus, for the life of the flesh is in the blood, and I have given it to you upon the altar to make an atonement for your souls. So at this time, it is a animal slaughter for sacrifice. So now in our time, in Yeshua is different. Yeshua, the Messiah, is what many call Jesus. It is different now. Yung work niya is different. How this blood to be because Yeshua is our atonement, right? It is written his blood is the atonement for all the humankind, the last Adam. He is called the last Adam. What is the last Adam? Adam means mankind. So the last mankind, and he is the life-giving spirit. We're gonna read that in the 1 Corinthians 15. So it is written in 1 Corinthians 15:45, and so it is written, the first Adam was made a living soul. First Adam is in Hebrew means Adam Harishon. Because Adam word is Hebrew. Yung Hebrew niyang name na yan, Adam, it means mankind. So the first Adam was made a living soul. And the last Adam was made in a quickening spirit. So, di ba? This is a spiritual. It cannot be applied in the because it is by faith. You will have to have action how to do with this to apply in our life. Because the quickening spirit, let's read what Shaul or Paul said. So okay, back again. It is sown a natural body, it is raised a spiritual body. There is a natural body and there is a spiritual body. There is natural body, this is the physical body, and there is a spiritual body. And this spiritual body, this is the body of Messiah, the spiritual body in Messiah. So now, because in our entity, we are dual entity, which is made of, since the fall fell of Adam, from evil inclination to the good inclination. This is the duality of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. So this is why we have the part of the image of Elohim, the image of God, and the image of our bad side. So this is a battle in us. And surely you cannot deny that it is inside. It is written somewhere that they are contrary to one another. They always fight because why? The natural body is taking what is from this earthly. This is the natural body, the animal nature na to. Our animal nature and nag-fight with, which is fighting with our spiritual body. We have spiritual body. So this spiritual body is what is supposed to be in nourishment. Because the moment this spiritual body is not nourished in the Word of God, then we live like running, as Shaul said, we have no hope. If it is Mashiach is not there, there is no hope. Why is it with Mashiach I relate to Mashiach? Because Yeshua said, I am not from this world. He is a person who is in the high level of himself. Because he do miracles, right? He is the last Adam, the last mankind that quickening the spirit. This is why he is the example for all the human being to be followed. So, and it is a work. It is a work because, you know, when Yeshua said, eat my blood, eat my flesh and drink my blood, do you think it is physical? No. And this is what the occult doing in their ritual. They do that. They drink water. They drink blood and then some they eat flesh. It's a carnivorous. It's really a carnival. But in the sense of Yeshua that is really very very powerful teaching, which is in for the heavenly explanation. That is not for earthly. That is for the spiritual body. If you have spiritual body, that is we cannot see that, we cannot grasp that in our physical or in our natural eyes, because that is in the different dimension you have. So you can climb with that the higher dimension of who you are, where they perform miracles. They can perform miracles. So now I go back to what we have spoken about blood. So this blood is from the natural first, our physical body. That was a physical body, and then we have the spiritual body. As Shaul said that if we are in Mashiach, we are in the he's our example, is our Mashiach. If we are following his steps and obey the commandments, and this is obeying his commandments, we have to perform what is in the word what he said. So we follow him and we obey. So and this is really a fight ni, because we are in this dual entity in us is nagfight ni silang duha. So mo ni maka-resulta nga kanang kuan nga usahay kita lawas nun ta, di ba? We are in the fleshy person, kay mo lagi na hindi na tumalikayan ng atong atong animal nature who is acting, is easily matarog. So dali kay na, sensitive kay na, very sensitive. Manggawas na atong mga pride, it comes out our pride, our mga resentment, mga anger, mga jealousy. That is our animal nature. Our animal nature dili gyud magpapildi siya. But in our spirit person, ilahin na siya. It is na siya spirit nga, it's all in the positive thinking, positive way, na conscience, na mga pagbati, they are ano siya ba, mga empath ni sila nga klase sa tao, empath. So you have to know this kind of people because they are very sensitive people, but they can really because gitawag nga nila og kanang kuan, they can read you in their third eye. So that is the thinking, very loud na sila mga panghuna-huna, mabasa ka na nila. Pero na uban, they don't know yet that they are empath people that can really read. This is what happened to Yeshua. Yeshua can read well. Wapa sa kasulti, na silang mind, mabasa na niya, di ba? Hindi pa nakapagsalita. Ay, giano na sa ni Yeshua, they already spoken what they want to speak, right? You have to know that it's in Matthew. So now we back to the blood. So since our blood is this physical body running in us, nga kita, we don't look the importance of the blood, what should be the good nourishment in our blood, and we just run in this life for always eating, and it's not doesn't give really give no good nourishment, healthy intakes for our blood, because ang blood, he is the one who take all this, our liver is the one who really nag-filter doon, and then to suck all the nutrients, and it will distribute in our whole body. So here the meaning in Hebrew, we're gonna write down the blood. So in Hebrew, that is dam dalet mem. So it is a Hebrew word, dam dalet mem. So in dalet mem is there is a gematria or numerical value of 44. So in the value of 44, we have 4 types of the blood type of A, blood type of B, and blood type AB and O, di ba? Apat sila. So this is that is in different you see the corresponding of the blood, so they are 44. So this very important why to have from this blood, from physical to spiritual. So what is the spiritual there? It is in the work of Mashiach. Sa work ni Mashiach ang spiritual. It is in the work of Mashiach and how it is. So when the physical, when the children of Israel was in Egypt, when Elohim told them to put the blood of the lamb in the doorpost. So from the top and to the down, they have to put so that the destroyer cannot enter to the how you call it? They cannot enter into that house, so that they will be saved from the angel of death. So that was that form of two in the two. It is for destruction and for mercy. So those who listen to Moshe to put blood in the door, in the lintel of their doorpost nila, yung doorpost nila, those who listen, then they cannot, the firstborn of the killing of the passing of the destroyer, the angel of the death, cannot pass in that house. And this is what correspond to Yeshua. Yeshua is also, he is what he said, his blood, what also gives life to what is this is another dimension of in the spiritual body. His spiritual body, so it means his blood is the one who nourish in the body of Messiah. So we have to be partaker on his body. When he said, eat my flesh, it means you have to be partaker of what he is doing, because he is the one who will nourish us. He is the manna, right? He is the manna. He is the bread of life. You see? And he's born in Bethlehem. What is a Bethlehem? It's a house of bread. Why he become a house of bread? Because all in the Torah, he is in the behind of the Torah. He is the, how do I know that? It is written. Yeshua said that. If you want to understand me, then you have to go to understand that he is written in the Torah of Moshe, the law of Moshe, the prophets, and the writings, the Tanakh, which is called the Old Testament. He is written there. All is in him. So this is why we have to take, this is what our by way of eating natin is also the elevation of our soul. Why man? It needs to be fed. How do you to feed that? Is nothing happen? No, because it will happen because you are proclaiming something in the mouth. And it is written. What Proverbs 18:21? It is written, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love it shall eat the fruit of it. So this is why we have to speak positive ta for life, because we have given already Yeshua Mashiach, or the one was sent in this world to save all the humanity. We have to be partaker of him because it is very important. So this is why in every time circumstances in life, natin mga problema, mga challenging of our life, we have to speak life. And that is always thinking positive. Because if we're thinking negatively, negative emotion, negative energy, negative thoughts, then it can really eat you. It can eat you. Kakainin ka talaga sa mga pinagsasabi mo. Diba? Kakainin ka talaga. So you speak lies, yung sa ibang Tagalog sa slice, when you speak lies, then you are speaking of what? So it will return against you. You will also be, what is it? And you shall eat also the fruit of what? Lying. So it will come. You're inviting. In other words, you're inviting negativity in you if you speak negativity or death. We call it death. What is the death? This word in the world of Isaiah, this is in the world, or yung earth natin is it was the lower world. Before this, the lower world with Adam is enthroned. So in this lower world, it is a death because in the physicality is living in what we are now. Itong body natin is decaying siya. But what is offered by Yeshua Mashiach is life. He is a quickening spirit. So how do we get into this quickening spirit? So we have to be partaker of to eat his flesh and to drink his blood. Blood, it represents also a wine, which is the covenant. The covenant, we have to back to the covenant of the Torah, because that is the commandment of Elohim. Torah, it means instruction of life. So we have, someday, teaching without that is a problem. You will have a problem if you teach from that, because it will eat those people that you will really learn in life you despise with the Torah. Because very important the Torah, because that is our food. Our food through Yeshua Mashiach, because Yeshua, it is written in the Torah. He is in the Torah. He is behind of the Torah. The work of Mashiach is behind of the Torah. So this is why it needs tayong mag-study from the Old Testament, because Old Testament, the prophets and the writings, and then the Brit Kadasha, the New Testament, it cannot be in division. No, that is one. It is one. It's only that the different is ang ating thinking, which is limited to understand. Broad lang siya, broad. But we need to make it wider, that this book is a Hebrew book, written in Hebrew book, Hebrew people, and it is mga actor dyan are mga Hebrews. And it is a teaching with them. So this way our mindset must change also into their thinking, because as a Hebrew mindset, it's not like what we have received when we were in our past religion. It's religion that we are in bondage of all this mga statue, which is forbidden in the Torah. That no, you have only one God in yourself, the one who create. It is written, Shema Israel, Yod He Vav He, Yod He Vav He Ehad. Shema Israel, Yod Adonai Elohim, Adonai Ehad. So that is only one. So it depends na sa inyo. You have life, and this blood, what we run in our life, it must be a correspondent to the life in Yeshua Mashiach. What is life in Yeshua Mashiach? It is in his body. His body, the blood that it's like in the spiritual understanding, the blood of Yeshua when he was in death. That blood, it gives life to, because atonement man, di ba? Atone, it means to atone. Ano ba yung i-atone yung sin natin? So what is the sin? It's a sin of death. That what has been atoned. So we are been saved from this death, from this eternal death. It's in one of our spirit person. Hindi na, may hope na. So it means pag you are partaker of his body, you're eating the flesh of the Messiah, then you have a hope in the coming of the kingdom, which is in the coming millennium. And we are not far from this coming millennium, because we are going to end the 6,000 years. And we're going to end 6,000 years. We are very close. This is why Jerusalem or in Israel is in the very hot seat. It's a boiling pot of the world. What's going on with Trump and all the Arabs and Netanyahu, and also here in the Europe, it's all in a chaos, because there are many who really wants to have this place for the physicality, but the hope of redemption, the coming redemption, it is for Yeshua Mashiach will reign in this place for the whole earth. So the life will continue when he come back, but we are not so far, because this will be in the battle, a big World War 3, and this is why we need sometimes it's very gives you worry what's going on in our situation now, because there's no hope. What you can have hope na yun, ang alam nilang nangyari is yung mga robotic na, gusto lang robotic. So yung mga Intel. So I will not mention, I will write down there what is that. Yan ang pinag-ano nila ngayon. Gusto nila this generation is going to be in the other that is for their thinking, because they are in the other side, which is from their evil inclination, which their ego is so inflated, and they never think that there is coming reign of Mashiach, the reign of Yeshua Mashiach. So now, the importance of the blood in what role run in our, so hindi naman ako doktor, but we are learning what is good for blood. So this is why, but there is hope in Messiah Yeshua. There is hope when the children of Israel put blood in the doorpost. What does Yeshua said? I am the door. I am the door. Sabi niya yan. Yan ba yun? It is in John 10:9. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture. So it is written, then Yeshua said unto them, who is them? In Yohanan. So okay, it is, we start in John 10:7. Then Yeshua said unto them, said, verily, verily, I say unto you, I am the door of the sheep. All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them. I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pleasure. But the thief come not but to steal and to kill and to destroy. I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly. I am a good shepherd. A good shepherd give his life for the sheep. And this is what he did. He gave his life. He was not being killed. He gave his own life. It is written, he is the one who presented himself to die for the whole world. For Elohim, for God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. Whoever believes in him shall have eternal life. So his name is Yeshua. He's a Hebrew man. He's a Jew. He's a Jew, and he's from the tribe of Judah. So his name is Yeshua. It is Yeshua. You can read in the Bible Hebrew Bible, his name is Yeshua. So we have to learn that, because in the name of Yeshua is salvation, meaning salvation. Salvation belongs to our El. But through him, we have salvation. Diba? So what is been given to us? How to explain that? Because if we really read the teaching of Shaul, so this is why we go back to about the blood. So to explain this is really, it's not in the level of the beginners to understand. I'm not pretending anything in myself that this is not for the beginners, because we are in beginners. Is different teaching, very simple. What Yeshua said is, eat my flesh and drink my blood. That is the first for the beginners. You have to be a partaker to eat the flesh and to drink his blood. It is the flesh is it is the meat. It is the flesh. It is the word that we have to eat. Okay, the word, the flesh, and also the blood is represent the wine. So the wine. So there is a lot of meaning. Covenant. That is covenant. So you have to come in the covenant in order to be a partaker of what Yeshua's work. So it's very long teaching, but maybe I will dive in another topic concerning with the blood, because the blood is very, very important, how it forms to the body of Messiah. It's a lot. When we come to Mashiach, he is the one, the blood that was been the blood of him that because when Yeshua said, I am the door, so we have to go in the door. So if we enter in the door, the pasture of Yeshua, he said, you can come in, you can come out. But those thieves, they want to steal and to kill and destroy. And who is it to kill and steal and destroy? I will show you. So who is the one who? It's only the enemy. The enemy will we call the enemy who kill and steal and destroy. That is the enemy. That is the evil inclination, which is called our ego, Satan. What's called in Hebrew is the adversary. The word has Satan is not really bad because in Hebrew that is adversary. Adversary. Sabi sa'yo, kaaway mo yan. Tagalog, kaaway mo. We have to have battle in us because we have the fight with our physical, our natural body. There is a non-human nature, animal soul natin, at saka, which is our spirit person. So, nagpa-fight silang dalawa. Yan ko lang yan naintindihan bakit we are in duality sa ating thinking. Because they are battling inside. We have to think what is good. And it is written, we have to think life, which is in Yeshua Mashiach. Pag may mga takot sa buhay mo, try to rebuke that in yourself. Try to rebuke. It happens to me, yung darating yung mag-worry ka, nag-worry ka, you are so sad, dahil something is in your mind, is anong gagawin mo? In your thoughts, in your thoughts, dyan, anong gagawin mo? Wala ka ng pera, ano ka nang kakainin, anong mangyari sa'yo, ganun. Diba? Yan ang mga thinking natin. Anong gagawin mo doon? Wala kang pera. Diba? Anong kakainin mo? Mabubuhay ka pa, ganun. All this negativity comes. What is in the scripture? What is Shaul? What is Paul said about that? It is, look, here it is. 2 Corinthians 10:5. Or we start to the 3. Or we start in the beginning. We start in verse 3. For though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Imagine. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. You see, it's not carnal, but mighty through Elohim to be pulling down of strongholds. Kanang atong flesh, mo na magpabira natong paubos, mga negativity, mga worriness, mga kahadlok, fear, anxiety, depression, that it what will kill you. Which we are put ourselves down. This is why you have to learn to bring up yourself in the positive thinking. There is life. Pag may buhay ka, they have to speak life. This is what it is. Life in the death and life is in the power of the tongue. So what is in the tongue? Tongue, yung pinapalabas mo. Hindi ka like that, nag-complain ka sa buhay mo. Huwag kang ganon. Change your thinking. This is what Paul said. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. So don't look at all this. This is in the material world. What we are worrying, anxiety, we are scared. Diba? What does it said? Verse 5. Casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh, and bringing into captivity every thought in the obedience of Messiah. Diba? Very clear what obedience of Messiah. Yeshua HaMashiach. Because He's our example. And having a readiness to revenge all disobedience with your obedience is fulfilled. Do you look on things after outward appearance? If any man trusts to himself that he is in Messiah, let him of himself think this again. Balik ka na sa itong nahuna nga kinsata. Kung gusto ka na, magtanaw ka sa mga what is in the natural eyes, then we have to think, if any man trust, nagsaligtas anong kaugalingon, because if we trust ourselves, too much confident, then you put it down because we want, that is our nature, is to control. But no, it's by faith. It's by imuna. Anto, Yeshua Mashiach, the Son of Elohim. Let him of himself think again that he is in Messiah. If we are in Messiah, we have hope. It's always have hope. Ano pang estado sa buhay mo? Walang condemnation pag we come to Him, to closer and to reach Him, to beg and to ask for life. We speak life. You see? To speak life, ano bang condition sa buhay mo, kahit yung body mo is totally di na nakayanan or what is very low level, you can still be revived. It depends na sa yung relationship to God, relationship to the Messiah, the one sent by God to save us. So the physicality, this is why it's not just to believe. This is why if you want to heal with your physical body, nourish with good things. Hindi yung mga kahit ano lang pinakain mo. We have given a clean and unclean food in the Torah, which is in Leviticus 11. It is written there. You have to eat this because there is meaning for those. Your body is a temple and needs to be fed with clean things, clean food. Yung what is adapt to because we are organic people and we have to also to eat what is what adapts, what is good for organs. Everything it is given is not so expensive with that around us we have. Kung sa Pilipinas, meron tayo, di ba? Meron tayo mga malunggay, alugbati, ano ba yun, mga gabi, yung tinatanim lang yan. kung ano, wala kang space there, you can put that you can make a pot for in your house. If you don't have so much space, make a pot to plant. Why? Because plants give oxygen. Don't you know? Plants give oxygen. Yan. Nag-exchange yan. Kasi that is the harmony of the creation of God. So we have to absorb the oxygen they brought out. And for the same for us, we give carbon dioxide to them. And everything working in the harmony and to the universe. Ganyan yan. Pag pinakain natin, they were healthy people. Pag ano-anong pinakain mo, yung all mga soda, destructive sa mga organs mo, mga soda, ano pa yung mga pagkain na hindi na all the sweets of this world, what offer in the supermarket, and this is what we are craving because masarap yan, sugar. What will happen to much sugar? What happened when we are not in balance of our eating lifestyle? It will be what? Sickness will come, diseases will come. It will unbalance our organ kasi yung organ natin, hindi na yun, intake niya kasi is too much na mga kinakain natin, hindi adaptive sa mga organs natin. Nandito lang yan. So now, what is seen in this world, go for the natural because that is what God's creation, that God is alive. Life through Yeshua HaMashiach. So, di ba? Nag-worry ta. Ang ganon. Yan. Wala kang, you're fitedly good in yourself. Bakit ka nagkasakit? Yung mga negativity, yan ang nag-create ng bad cell sa'yo. Magting tayo. I will not excuse myself because sometimes it's a battle yan eh. And sometimes, ang ginagawa ko lang, I always rebuke in the name of Yeshua. I rebuke you. Go away, Satan. I rebuke you in the name of Yeshua. I do that. I repeat. I bring life to my mouth. I bring life to my mouth because sometimes parang hinihila ka pababa. Kasi worry. It's like natatakot ka, ganyan eh. Yan yung ang thinking mo, yung feelings mo, ganon. But it's not normal yan eh. Parang tinatakot ka. Why you should die? You are in Messiah. You are in Yeshua. You are in Messiah. Why ka natatakot? Dahil yan sa ating flesh na nagbabattle inside. This is what Paul talking about. Casting all the imagination in the obedience. Again, we're gonna read again. Casting down imagination and bring high thing that exalt itself against the knowledge of Yodhivave and bring into captivity. Imo nang i-captive na nimo. Every thought to the obedience of Messiah. Into the obedience, there is hope in Messiah. So, if we ask in the right way, if we beg unto Elohim in the right way, then di lang tayo matigas, wag lang tayo maging matigas kasi yan is, enemy yan siya eh. We have to trust. That is very important, to trust Him of the process in life. So, not to neglect what comes in your ways, what is good. Just think that you are organic person. So, don't let those people fool you with all this mga what is from the outside, outside yung nakita mo, yung that is na walang bilyan eh. Walang bilyan. We're in this matrix world that really only, it doesn't go for the lifetime. What is lifetime? Only in Yeshua Messiah what is given for the lifetime. Because here, the first Adam, if you are not investing your life to God, to His Word, to eat His Word, what is kumakain ang flesh? Yung spirit mo pakainin mo. Sabi ni Shalo, the spirit body. Yan, pakainin mo in the Word of God. You read all from the Genesis down to the end. Do not go just in the Bikadasha. There is in the beginning also, from the Genesis down to the, basahin mo yan. Doon, kukuha ka. Hindi yung sa last part ka lang paano mo yung maintindihan yan? Yung last part, pag hindi mo alam ang yung first of the story. O, diba? Magsimula ka para maintindihan. O, diba? Yan, kakain tayo. Yan. So, kailangan lang ng, this is why our spirit body needs to nourish also with the Word of God. And because kumakain tayo din, galing natin kumain, di ba? But it must be, if there is unclean in the physical, na dapat natin kainin, kasi hindi yan sa atin, meron din yan sa spiritual body, which is if the spiritual body is what is the temple of Mashiach, the body of Messiah. And we are partaker. If you're partaker, you should be eat in the clean or the healthy way in your body. So, that is the importance of the blood. Wow, how we can keep going in life if we put our blood nourish our blood in the physical, which is the natural food. The natural food, which is from the organic food, that will really gives nourish to our blood and all our body parts, our organs. And for the spirit body also is to nourish with there is also specific what they can be in the healthy way. Because the Torah is the tree of life. The Torah is the tree of life. The leaves itself, I will explain another way concerning this. The Torah is very important because that is the heart of God, the heart of Elohim. That if you understand that in the Hebrew, that is important. That is the heart of God. This is why we are. If this is the heart that nourish us, that heart nagbigay ng abundance for our soul, then it gives more life in our heart, beating in our life. normally, and then we'll be makita mo yan sa mukha ng tao pag ano siya, happy ba siya or not. So this is why yung mga negativity, so it is written in Proverbs concerning with the, if you have a merry heart, gonna read again in the heart. You say we back to about the heart because we're talking about heart, diba? So the heart is a Torah, you see. But if your heart is in cheerful or in the merry, Proverbs 17:22, a merry heart does good like a medicine, but a broken spirit dry the bones. What is in the bones? This is in the bones, which is our blood inside our bone marrow, marrow bone, which ang blood nagdiyan nagproduce ang blood natin. But if it is you are in sadness, it is written, it will be a dry bones. Pag dry bones, mga bad cells, what you are creating bad cells. This is why the sickness come, because you let creating bad cells in your body, which is not healthy for the whole being, and it can really destroy the person. It can really destroy when you are really in negativity. So this is why in Proverbs is written, merry heart. So we have to be happy, what is the consequence, what comes, relax, because that is the way in the law of attraction. If you are in the relax, letting go, it will absorb what is it will absorb abundance. You will be attractive with abundance. Blessing comes, physicality and spirituality, and it comes alone. But if you are in the fear, scare, that is you attracting negativity. So this is not, because the more you become scary if you are in the negative thoughts and negative emotions. So we have to study. We have to teach ourselves. We have to teach. And it's easy. It's not easy. I tell you, it's not easy when we are teaching with our thinking, especially here. This is especially our thinking, because that is the enemy is battling this. Why we have two brain, the brain, this is nagbabattle yan sila sa mga pag-iisip natin. It's because of our nature, animal nature, at saka yung spirit person natin. Maya nagpa-fight sila inside. So by the spirit, from natural to the spiritual teaching. So that's all I can share ninyo, the good things of the word of Yeshua, Mashiach, and the Torah, that never separate, because that is in the harmony. How do we make in unity or harmonize from what is from the universe, from the physical to the spiritual? So, okay, shalom.